Welcome inside the studio. My name's ZmoSports, and you are listening to ZmoSports. This page is about real sports conversations, honest analysis, and breaking things down the fans actually talk about them. No forced hot takes, no tracing trends, just informed opinions, game breakdowns, and respect for the work that goes into the sport at every level. It is Sunday. This is a day that we don't have any more football. It feels super weird, but we're getting into baseball season. And joining me today is Ryan Wheeler, man. Welcome.
What's going on, man?
Ryan and I were college roommates. He's a big Braves fan. So we're going to get into some of that Braves talk. And he's got a dog named Chipper.
Oh, yeah.
And I assume everyone knows listening that Chipper is the name of Chipper Jones. I would hope so, at least.
If you're listening to this, you probably should know Chipper Jones.
Yeah. Dude, so there is a lot that happened over the MLB free agency. A lot of teams went and spent a lot of money. We talk about the Dodgers. We're going to talk about the Yankees, the Red Sox, all of those teams. There's teams that definitely did not make a splash in free agency. So we're going to go over all of that. But, man, I am so excited for MLB season to come back. College started on Friday. I don't know if you got the chance to take a look at any of those games that have happened.
Dude, I'm excited as well for MLB. I didn't watch any of the college ball. I've never been much of a college ball watcher, but I am pumped for the
Yeah.
MLB season to start up, and it's just right around the corner too.
Yep. Spring training. I think the first game starts on Friday, or the first couple games. So, man, we are right there. Opening day, I think, is on a Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. But
Yeah, you're
yeah, do you guys know who y'all play in opening series?
I don't. Let me check really quick.
Yeah, we are officially, I
What
think,
about y'all?
a month and a week away from opening day. I don't know who we got, actually. I've been too much following too much of the MLB free agency that I forgot who we play on opening night.
Let's see, is opening day, is that March, the end of March, or is it the beginning of April?
It's the last week of March. So I want to say it starts on 18th.
Well, my ESPN app doesn't show me when
Yeah,
opening day is.
starts on the 26th. So I think we're playing Tampa.
Okay.
Yep. So opening day is on the 26th, and we're going to kind of go into everything that happened, the big names that happened in the free agency. And what a good thing for baseball, man, because Justin Verlander has signed with the Detroit Tigers, going back home to where he started, signing that 1-year deal. And that's the place where he won his Cy Young and MVP in 2011. He's 43 years old, still throwing it. Posted a 3.83 ERA and an 8.11 K per nine. So he's still productive. We know he's not the prime Verlander that we were used to seeing growing
That was
up.
last season?
Yes.
That is impressive, man, for 43 years old.
Yes. Very impressive.
3.83 ERA at 43, dude. That's insane.
Yeah. It's just so good, man, because we get to see him back in a pitcher-friendly ballpark with the team that, took him in. Just what a good thing for baseball.
Yep, Detroit, that's where he made a name for himself, man. So it's good. You always love to see an older player retire with the team they started with.
Yeah. Yeah. We talk about their rotation. They probably have the best rotation in baseball. I know that they're up there top 3, and this is definitely up for debate. So I think they're second in best rotation because they've got Scooble, who had an 11.1 K per nine, 2.2 ERA, and a 6.6 WAR. For those of you that don't know WAR that are listening in, the higher number, the better. 6 is like the elite of the elite. 4 is like all-star. 2 is good.
Yeah, with that signing of Framber Valdez,
Yeah.
that kind of solidified things for the Tigers, I believe, as far as starting rotation goes.
Mm-hmm.
They already had everything going for him, but adding Valdez, dude, this late in the right before the trade deadline hits. That's a good piece they added right there.
Yeah, they picked him up on February 4th, and he's just a really good ground ball producer. Gets a
Oh
lot
yeah.
of outs on the ground because of that high velocity sinker that he uses mainly. So that was awesome for them. They've also got Jack Flaherty, who kind of had a down year. Last year posted a 2.5 WAR, a 4.64 ERA, but still managed to go a 10.51 K per nine. And a lot of people do like Casey Mize. I think he was the first overall pick for them. I think he was a first rounder. He posted a 2.4 WAR, a 3.87 ERA, and an 8.4 K per nine. I just want to mention real quick that all of these stats are from Fangraphs and MLB.com, so that's where I'm getting that. Have you ever been on Fangraphs?
I've never even heard of it.
Dude, it is the best site for stats. It's really cool. You just type in a player, click on their name, and it shows you everything. It is the best. I was listening to Talking Baseball. I don't know if you ever
Oh
heard of
yeah, I
their
love those guys.
podcast. Oh yeah, I listen to them every day. They were talking about Fangraphs.
What is this app called?
Fangraphs. It's a website.
Okay.
Yeah. This podcast is not sponsored by Fangraphs, by the way. So just wanted to throw that out there.
Yeah, ESPN kind of gets hard to navigate whenever you're
Yeah.
looking for stats only.
Yeah.
So,
It's a good one to go into. I really like that one. But yeah, talking about just, the overall mixture of that Tigers rotation, a lot of swing and miss stuff up and down that rotation. And it's hard to argue that they don't have the best pitching rotation because of just Skubal and Valdez alone. And now you throw in Verlander. It's just the problem with Detroit, especially within that division. Do they have enough offensive firepower? Do they have enough pop at the plate?
you got Riley Green.
Yeah.
What's their catcher's name?
I'll just go through the whole roster real quick because I've got it pulled up for you. Um, they got Parker Meadows at center field, Gleyber Torres at second, Riley Green in left field, Spencer Torgerson at first base, who I really like.
It,
Colt Keys playing third, Matt Vierling's playing right, and then Zach McKinstry's playing short. So all of that pop is basically coming from Riley Green, Torgerson, Carpenter, and Dingler within those four.
yeah, you're seeing some pretty good names, but not really any elite tier bats in their lineup.
Yeah. Yeah. And they I want to say that Spencer Torgerson, it's like towards the middle of the season is when he really popped off. Beginning of it kind of struggled, I think. And we
Yeah,
could check that on Fangraphs as well. But yeah, just looking at just Riley Green, Torgerson, and Carpenter, that's really the only three guys on that roster I think that are gonna support.
yeah.
Because
Their run is definitely going to be coming from their arms for sure.
yeah, it's just how much of that support can they put for the Tigers.
Right. So a
And
couple pitching injuries could really hurt them.
yeah, and we saw that with the Braves last year. A lot of
Yeah.
injuries came from the Braves, which we'll get to here in a little bit. But yeah, if they can keep everything healthy, they very well could come out on top of that of the AL Central. Because you got the Guardians, we've got the Royals, the Tigers, the Twins, the White Sox. White Sox, we can say what we want about them. They added that
They
Japanese
just lost their
player.
best player, so
Yeah,
Luis Robert.
but they do have Colson Montgomery, who did have 21 home runs last year. I really like Colson. And then they've got Murakami. Have you heard of him yet?
I haven't known.
From Japan. He plays first base and he's got a lot of power over there. But I mean, it's the White Sox. There's really not much going on for the White Sox into the U.S.
Yeah. Yeah, that's you'd think if he was a top player in Japan that he'd either be in a Los Angeles uniform or
Yeah,
A New York uniform.
that's true. But yeah, he landed with the White Sox.
Seems like the Dodgers get all those guys.
Yeah, they do. But yeah, the whole I think the Tigers will come out on top of that division. We'll see what the Guardians can do with Jose Ramirez, Stephen Kwan, Manzotto, and Bo Naylor with some of their pitching as well. Gavin Williams, Tanner Bibby, and Logan Allen of their top three. But I think if the Tigers can somehow put up enough run support for their starting rotation, I think we'll see the Tigers come out of that division.
Yeah.
Uh, February 9th, we had Caleb Durbin get traded to the Red Sox, which he ranked third in rookie voting last year, had a 2.56 average, 11 homers, 18 stolen bases, posted a pretty good WAR of 2.8. Now, it doesn't completely replace Alex Bregman, but it does add some pop and some youth to the Red Sox, which I like.
Yeah, I think, it's gonna be hard to replace Alex Bregman,
Yeah,
like the three-time World Series winner.
yeah.
Um,
So the Cubs ended up getting Alex Bregman, which we'll talk about here in a little bit. But yeah, I think it just adds a lot of youth, like I said, to that Red Sox team. They're already young anyway. We saw them make a really good push last year into the postseason. And this is great. It allows $30 million into the bank for the Red Sox. And this is the other big question. The Red Sox probably have the best rotation that I think in baseball with Crochet, who they who posted a 5.8 WAR, Ranger Suarez, who they signed for $130 million.
dude, when did this happen?
I I don't have the
I
exact
feel like
date.
I heard about Ranger going to the Red Sox, but for some reason it got lost in my memory.
Yeah. I don't have the exact date on that.
Dude, that is crazy.
Yeah, that's
Seeing Ranger
huge.
in a Red Sox uniform is gonna be weird.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude, Ranger for the Phillies was a dog, dude.
yeah, he
I mean, he
was.
absolutely owned the Braves, especially in the playoffs, dude. I
Yeah.
mean, we could not touch him. And Garrett Crochet, I mean, what is he, 6'8", like 250?
Yeah, he's really
And he just
tall.
throws cheddar, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Garrett
mean,
Crochet and Ranger alone, those 2 guys are solid, bro.
yep.
I mean, that's gonna be 2 back-to-back punches for the Red Sox right there. So, who is I can't remember his name right now. Who was the third baseman that the Red Sox had before Bregman? Yeah, Rafael Devers.
Rafael Devers,
Yeah, the
yes.
Red Sox have kinda let 2 really hot bats get away from them.
Yeah, they
Letting
have.
Devers get away from him. Devers was kinda upset. Him and Bregman had a little beef there because Devers wanted to be the third baseman, but
Yeah.
the Red Sox were putting Bregman at third and wanted
Yep.
Devers to either DH or play first. So I
Mhm.
think that might been one of the reasons that maybe Devers went to San Francisco, but you
Yeah.
let Devers get away, and then you let Bregman get out from under your skin too.
Yeah,
Um,
I could see that for
Kinda
sure.
fumbled the bag right there.
Yeah, I don't know how old Alex Bregman is, but I wanna say he's been in the league for over 8 years for sure.
He's definitely like
He's
33.
31, so he's a little
Okay.
younger than I thought.
Yeah, he's not that old,
Mm,
31. I was gonna guess 33, but
yeah.
yeah, he's in his prime.
Yeah, I mean, his contract says it, which we'll get to in a little bit. But but yeah, you talked about Devers and Bregman, and I just think that the Red Sox are just completely going with just youth, and then letting the arms that they bring in kind of carry them into the postseason because they've got Roman Anthony who just nukes baseballs. And they've got Raphael. I actually just watched his highlight today before we hopped on of him hitting a home run or a walk-off over the Green Monster in the bottom of the ninth to beat Tampa, which was really cool. Just sent it over the moon. It was really cool to see. But yeah, so the Red Sox, they added Sonny Gray as well. The Cardinals are just in a complete rebuild. So we're not going to do anything next year, which we'll get into in a second as well. But Sonny Gray posted a 10.01 K per nine, a 4.2 ERA, and a 3.6 WAR. Sonny kind of had a downish year, especially in the later half of the season, because he let a lot of home runs. I think you can check this on Fangraphs as well, but I'm pretty sure that he let 26 home runs go last season, which was a career high for Sonny.
Dude, but how about Byron Bello?
Yeah, that's another big name.
So I had him on my fantasy team last year, and he put up some points for me, dude. Um, let's see, he went 11-9 last year, 3.35 ERA, 124 Ks. And
Yeah.
is he a rookie? Was he a rookie this past season?
Think he's in his second year, yes. And we can
He's a
check on
dog
that as
too.
well. Yeah.
I would almost put him at the third spot above Sonny Gray.
You think so? Yeah.
I think so.
Sonny Gray is getting a little older. I want to say he's 33.
Yeah, he's getting old.
Sonny Gray's age. Oh, he's 36, so he's older than I thought.
Was he kind of one of those guys that was highly touted out of college and didn't really materialize into what all he was hyped up to be?
Who, Sonny?
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't really know the answer to that one, no, but I could tell you one thing. I was super excited when he came over to St. Louis because he put up some good
from
numbers
where?
for us. So, what'd you say?
Where did he come from?
Sonny's career? He came from the Cards. Where did he come from again? He came from the Twins. So here's his career.
The
Started off in
Twins.
Oakland, then went to 2 teams in 2017, went to the Yankees, went to Cincinnati, went to the Twins, with St. Louis, and now he's on the Red Sox. So he's been to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He'll be with his eighth.
Okay.
So yeah, he's been around, but, posted a 1 point or a 1 point. See, this is saying a 1 point WAR last season, which I don't think is correct. Fangraphs had it differently. But anyway, their projected WAR for the season's 18.1 according to ESPN, which is the highest in MLB, which is why they are considered to have the best rotation in baseball, which I think I can agree with Crochet, Suarez. You talked about Bello, Gray. I mean, those
And
guys are
Bello
just
is
good.
only in his third season, by the
3rd
way.
season? Okay,
So
yeah.
he's a really young arm.
Yeah, we knew he was young, just couldn't figure out how young, but
Yeah, the Red Sox are definitely going to have a solid little rotation going if they
yeah,
can stay.
and just talking about that division alone in the AL West, got the Orioles, the Red Sox, the Yankees, the Rays, and the Blue Jays, which, dude, it might be the most competitive division in baseball going into the season. Blue Jays, we know what happened. They made it to the World Series. The Yankees always flop in the playoffs, but they're always a strong regular season team. The Orioles signed Polar Bear,
Dude, what about that?
dude,
When I
150
saw that,
million.
I didn't know what to think. Such a weird team for him to land,
Yeah, yeah,
especially it doesn't seem like they're a very serious team either about wanting to compete or being like a playoff team. So the fact that they go out of their way to sign Pete Alonso is kind of odd.
yeah. I think so too. I mean, I don't think that the Orioles want to waste the talent that they have with Ali Rutschman and Gunnar Henderson and Jackson Holiday. Like, they've got
Yeah,
so much talent over there. It's just
they
what
have
can they
some
do
young
with it?
talent for sure.
Yeah. I don't know if you saw this or not, but Jackson Holiday broke his hamate bone.
I didn't see that, but
Yeah, so there's 3
that's a pretty
players
quick
right
bounce
now.
back injury.
Yeah. There's 3 players that are probably gonna miss the season starting out. Jackson Holiday broke his hamate, expected to miss opening day. Corbin Carroll broke his. He'll be
Handmade is right
questionable.
here, right? Something
Yeah,
in your thumb.
yeah. And then Francisco Lindor also broke his. So a lot of stars to begin with.
Yeah. I knew about Francisco Lindor, and then I saw he's supposed to be back like the second week or even by opening day.
For who? Francisco?
Yeah, Francisco. So the
Yep.
hamate must be a pretty quick turnaround on recovery.
Yeah, they say it's pretty fast. I mean, most of the time, well, you know how those they have probably the best doctors in the world over there, so it'll be really,
Yeah.
really quick for these athletes to recover. But yeah, the AL East is just really dominant, and we didn't even talk about Taylor Ward, who got traded to the Orioles as well. Um, so that's another guy that can produce as well. I don't know, man. The Orioles,
Are
they
the
scare
Orioles a
me.
sleeper team?
Yeah, I think so. Because they did sign Chris Bassett as well. He came from the Blue Jays.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so Chris Bassett
That
came
was
over.
recently, right?
Yes,
Okay,
yeah,
because a couple weeks ago when I checked, the Braves were considering Chris Bassett. I had no idea the Orioles signed him.
yeah. And I don't know if he'll be in their starting five rotation because Chris Bassett he transferred into the bullpen last year because he was kind of having a rough start within that rotation. But yeah, I just don't know if the Orioles are going to have enough pitching. They got Kyle Bradish, Trevor Rogers, Shane Baz, Chris Bassett, and Zach Eflin as well. So
So the Orioles signed Shane Baz as well.
yes, from
He didn't
Tampa,
have a terrible
correct?
season. I had him on my fantasy team.
Yeah. So we'll see, man. The
Dude,
Orioles could be scary.
they might come up behind you.
Yeah. Yeah.
They might sneak up on you.
Can't forget about the Blue Jays, which we highlighted, the Orioles. The Rays got some youth. They also signed Cedric Mullins as well. Red Sox and Yankees. Dude, I don't know if you're a betting man, I don't know who you take within that division. Like, do you stick with the arm talent in Boston or do you stick with the pop over in Yankee Stadium? Or do you
It's a coin toss.
I don't know. Like, I could see the Orioles winning 85 games.
It could happen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
baseball's
the
a funky
the
sport.
AL East is definitely one of the tougher divisions for sure.
Yeah, if not the toughest. I
The
mean,
AL East and the NL East for sure are the 2 toughest divisions.
yeah, the NL East will be strong once again. Just and we'll get to the Mets in a second because they made a splash in agency as well. All right, let's go to your boy, Marcelo Zuna. I'm surprised that they let him go, but I'm also
Yeah,
not.
man, he kinda had an off year
He
last
did.
year, but he's one of those guys that can out of nowhere he's not really consistent, but out of nowhere, he can produce you, like, 40 or 50 home runs in a season and, like, 100 RBIs out of nowhere.
Yeah,
So you're really thankful to have him when he's producing like that, but then he can also have a year that like he did last year and hit like 240, I think it was. I mean,
yeah,
it's pretty like pathetic.
232.
Sorry, Ozuna. But yeah, it was pretty pathetic. We don't really have a bat to replace him at DH, so
Yeah,
I don't know who's going to be our DH for the season. I guess I would have rather had Ozuna than anybody else, like Sean Murphy. I
yeah.
think is who they're going to be rocking with for DH.
So it looks like as of right now, this is all according to MLB.com, that Jurickson Profar will be DHing.
I haven't heard that take yet.
Yeah.
So who's going to be in left according to them?
So it'll be Eli White.
Hmm. Interesting.
Yeah. And I don't know what they're going to do with Mike Yastrzemski. They're saying he will likely be available off the bench with the season opener. So I don't
But I
know.
mean, good for Marcel though. A 1 year, $12 million deal.
Yeah.
Seems like the Pirates gave him about all he's gonna get.
Yeah. And they needed something over there. They've got to help Paul Skeens. I just don't know if the Pirates will have the money to keep him. So they've
No.
got to make something happen within that roster.
Yeah, I don't think they will.
Yeah, I don't think they will either. The Pirates ranked last season, they ranked 30th in slugging. They had 583 runs, which was the fewest in MLB. and 117 home runs, which was also the fewest in MLB. So, yeah, Ozuna definitely can provide that pop. Batted 232 last year, had a 1.2 WAR, and in 2024 he had a WAR of 4.7. So yeah, talk about a down year. But honestly, dude, I think it was just the Braves in general. They're due for a big bounce back year.
Yeah, um, I would like to hope so.
Yeah.
But with the season not even starting yet, and we already lost Ha-Sung Kim, who was supposed to be our guy at short,
Yep.
and then Spencer Schwellenbach, who was supposed to be our, number 2 or 3 guy. So here it is, opening day hasn't even come around yet, and we've already lost 2 of our stars.
Yeah.
I'd be willing to bet that somebody else gets injured before the season even starts.
Yeah. They've yeah, well, what happened to Spencer? Was it his elbow?
Yeah, I believe it was some inflammation in bow hurting whenever he threw a bullpen. We'll talk more about the Braves when we get there. I got a whole spiel I can go off on them.
All right. But yeah,
But
so
yeah, the Pirates, man, O'Neal Cruz, he's got some pop, but
yep.
he's kind of been consistent as far as hits go. Ryan O'Hearn, he's a pretty solid bat. They still got McCutcheon, right? He still played for the Pirates last season. He hit 240, 13 homers, 50. But yeah, it doesn't sound like the Pirates are too serious about being playoff contenders.
No, I don't think they're going to be anything worth talking about. But yeah, I
But hey, I
mean,
hope Ozuna has fun.
I do too, man. Maybe a different scenery will help because they do have I think the Pirates have the coolest ballpark in all of MLB. So we'll see what happens with him. Another big signing, February 2nd, Brendan Donovan moved to Seattle, which I talked about previously in my last podcast, but this is huge for them, man. Seattle ranked 25th in strikeout percentage at 23.6, and a lot of that came into right-handed pitching. If you're big into statistics and you're a nerd about it, like I am, that division alone features a lot of right-handed pitchers. All of the Astros starting rotations all right-handed. The Rangers all except for Mackenzie Gore's all right-handed. And then you bring in a guy like Brendan Donovan who only strikes out 13% of the time. That's going to change a lot of things for Seattle, and it's going to provide a lot of momentum going into the early part of the season.
You'll have to forgive me, but can you tell us a little bit more about Brendan Donovan?
Yeah, Brendan Donovan's kind of that utility man. He played with the Cardinals, and then he literally could play anywhere in the infield. He honestly, if you wanted to put him at catcher, I bet you he could play catcher as well.
Okay.
And it doesn't matter where he goes, but
So he's a
yeah,
utility guy that came from the
dude,
Cards.
yes. Yeah, he is fantastic to watch. So he'll do a lot of big things for them. And for the AL West, Seattle team could very well, and remember, they were just a couple bounces away from going into the World Series.
Yeah.
So they can make another big splash in uh in that division.
They got Luis Castillo, Bobby Miller. Who else do they have in their rotation?
Logan Gilbert,
Yep.
Brian Wu, who was an all-star last year, George Kirby, and then Luis
I forgot
Castillo.
about George Kirby.
Yeah, yeah. And then Bryce Miller.
Yeah. They got you could argue that they have a top 5 rotation in baseball, I think.
Yeah, very well could argue that. And honestly, probably a top lineup as well. Brendan Donovan at second or third. They got Julio Rodriguez at center. They got the big dumper playing catcher. They they got Josh Naylor at first. Randy Arozarena at left, who, dude, what happened with Randy last year? Dude just went off. Like, I don't know where
Yeah.
that came from.
Well, I mean, he was pretty good when he played for Tampa Bay. I
Yeah,
don't
but
really think it came out of anywhere. He's always been a pretty solid guy.
it just seemed like every single day I was getting a real notification. Randy Rosarena homers to left.
They did get rid of Jorge Polanco, their
Yes.
big playoff bat.
Yeah, they did.
I remember getting MLB notifications left and right in the playoffs, dude, because he'd have so many hits.
Yeah. But
So
maybe bringing on a guy like Brendan Donovan will help with that.
where did Polanco go?
Mets.
The Mets, that's right.
Yeah.
So the Mets picked up Polanco and Bichette.
Yes. Which we'll get to that here in a little bit because I really want to deep dive into the Mets as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the Cardinals, they've got a guy out of that trade who is a switch pitcher. He throws both left and right. You need to go look up some highlights of this guy, Durangelo Cogente, whatever his name is. Yeah,
So the Cardinals got this guy in exchange.
yes. They got two
Let's see what
guys,
this
Ty
guy's
Pete.
talking about.
Yeah, Durangelo. He throws both right and left. So he's an interesting guy. He has yet to make his MLB debut.
Dude, he's only 24.
Yeah.
What if this kid turns out to be like the GOAT?
I don't know, maybe.
I remember seeing this dude when he played for Mississippi State.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he was like a big deal
He was a
when he played in college.
yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting, dude.
I want to say his fastball tops at 98 or 97.
Both arms?
Not both. I think his right. I think his left probably tops out at 94.
Dude, we've never seen this before, have we? A switch pitcher?
No.
I want I wonder what the rules on that are. Like, I wonder if you can switch arms on somebody mid at bat.
Uh,
That would be trippy
I
if
don't
you're the
know.
batter, dude. One minute you're seeing a curveball that almost hits your face, and then he switches and goes lefty, and you're like, "What was that?"
Yeah. I don't know. That's a good thing to look up if that's even allowed. I've never
Yeah,
heard anyone ever talk
they've
about
probably
it.
never had to make a rule like that before because he might be like paving the way, kind of like Shohei paving the way for. Well, I guess Shohei didn't really pave the way for like pitchers to be
A
batters.
dual hitter, yeah.
That kind of used to be like the usual
Yeah.
back in the day. Like Babe Ruth was that
Yeah.
guy,
Yeah.
but a switch pitcher. I don't think we've ever seen this before.
No. Who was the Little League World Series? There was a switch pitcher. They had like a special glove that they made.
I Yeah, like that fits both hands.
Yeah. And it would go throw right one pitch, switch it, throw left the next pitch, or something like that. But it was in the Little League
Yeah,
World Series.
I don't know, man. If you could switch arms on somebody mid at bat, you know, and still throw 98, if he worked on his stuff, he could become unhittable.
Yeah. I think the reports were saying that he's going to pitch 80%, if not 90% of his games right handed, because I think that's where his velocity comes from. But
Has he already made it to the show?
no,
But
no,
he's still on the mind.
he's still in the minors. Yeah.
Okay.
If you go
I'd
on
really like to see this guy on the big stage.
Yeah, if you go on there and type in Fangraphs and type in his name, it'll tell you like what division he played for as well.
Hmm.
Yeah. Which
10
I
Ks per nine. I mean,
yeah. Yeah, so and a 3.99 ERA. The Cardinals also got a guy who people are really high on, Ty Pete. This dude's 20 years old, I think. He was Seattle's third pick or third overall pick or something like that. But he's a left batter. He plays center field and short, and I think he's only played in single A high ball right now. So, but he's solid, man. So another solid guy. Sticking in that division, how about the Reds? How about this signing? Gino Suarez. I love it. 1 year, 15 million, 49 homers last year. Batted 228 with a 3.8 WAR. Talk about a guy that can bring out a lot of pop.
yeah, dude. And I think all Reds fans were upset when he left Cincinnati in the first place.
Yes, they were.
I remember I went to a few Reds games when he played for the Reds back when he had short hair, and then he kinda just became a different animal in Arizona for the Diamondbacks. I mean, what a year last year, dude, 50 homers.
Yeah.
I remember the game that the Braves I'll never forget this. It was, like, on Thanksgiving or not on Thanksgiving, um, anyways,
4th
he
of
hit
July
he
or
hit, like,
something?
4 homers. It was on some holiday. He hit 4 homers against the Braves. And I was
Jeez.
like, "Is this dude ever gonna stop?" Which he was on my fantasy team, so I was happy, but it
Yeah.
was against the Braves, so I was like, "Geez."
Yeah. Dude, yeah, and great addition. I still think, and, I got this on our script, I think that the Reds should have spent a lot more money in the offseason. They should have went and got Kyle Schwarber, but they didn't,
Why
and
do
I
you think he shoulda
I
gone to Cincinnati?
because look at their lineup, right? They've got Ellie De La Cruz, they've got Suarez, they've got Steer, and they've got their catcher, Tyler Stevenson, who I really like. Add Kyle Schwarber to that mix, that's a team that can make a lot of noise. And you think about it this way, look at the divisions that they're in. The NL Central, beyond the Brewers and the Cubs, and yes, I think the Reds can make a name. That's an easier division. That's a division that you can definitely win if you sign Kyle
Yeah,
Schwarber to the Reds.
right.
Compare that to y'all's division. It's a much, much more competitive division and harding and more hard to win. So I think it was a
Yeah, I mean,
big
I
missed
would like to see
opportunity.
Cincinnati, do well and succeed, especially since they're kinda close to both of us.
Yeah,
You like to see the local guys do well.
yeah. Well, I don't because they're in my division, but
That's
I would
true.
have hated trying to face Kyle Schwarber, but yeah, I just there's power there with Cincinnati because even Friedel posted a 2.9 WAR. De La Cruz posted a 4.3, and then you add Suarez at DH, and if they brought in Schwarber, like, dude, there's gonna be so much pop at the plate for them.
Yeah, the Reds, may be a sleeper team as well. Let's see, Hunter Green,
Yep,
that's one of their
that's their
he'd
ace.
be their ace, right?
Yeah, he's their ace.
Who do they have besides Hunter Green?
Andrew Abbott, Nick Lodolo, Brady Singer, and Riot Louder. So they've got two
Yeah,
left-handed
so it
pitchers.
seems like their starting pitching is probably their weakness.
Yes, it is. Yeah. In a division with the Cubs and Brewers, who also have a lot of power and contact
Yeah,
at the plate as well. But
I hate to say it, but I don't think Kyle Schwarber would have been the difference maker.
I don't think he would have been the difference maker as well, but I think it would have put them in a better spot to win that division with just his offense alone. I don't know how many home runs did he have last year.
That was like at least 50,
Yeah, it was a lot.
50 and like 120 RBIs.
Yeah. Yeah, he did. Obviously, he's just phenomenal. All right, January 31st, the Giants went out and signed Luis Ariz, who gives them just elite contact at the plate. Doesn't give you the power, doesn't give you the home runs, but is very efficient. Lot of singles, a lot of doubles, just provides on base. But just taking a look at their team, especially their pitching, is it enough to compete with the Dodgers?
No.
Yeah. If it's very hard to three-peat in the MLB. The last time we saw it was with the Yankees, and then I think it was the Athletics a long time ago, which is crazy to say. But that division, with the new manager at the helm and Tony Vitello, it's going to be a really hard one for them because we know how the Dodgers, man. The Rockies suck. Padres, I don't know how they're going to be this year. You've got the Diamondbacks.
They just signed Nick Castellanos yesterday. I don't know if you saw that.
I did see that. Did you see he brought in beer into the dugout?
No. In spring
Yeah.
training?
No, no. This was when he was with the Phillies. There was a report that he brought in beer into the dugouts.
No way. That's some, what is that baseball movie where, like, the 12-year-old Hispanic guy plays in Little League?
I don't
But
think I've seen that
he's really,
movie.
like, 30, but he says he's 12, and he's, like, hitting homers on all these little kids. What movie is that?
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
And he's
His
got, like,
birth
a fifth of
certificate,
whiskey.
yeah,
Yeah,
is
yeah,
like a drawing or something.
with crayons.
Yeah. Yeah. Man, what movie is that?
It's not The Sandlot, is it? No, it's not The Sandlot.
No, 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 no. Man, I'll have to think of that movie.
Yeah,
That's
that's it.
that's hilarious, yes.
But, yeah, you could say Arias is, the best contact hitter in baseball without a doubt.
Oh, yeah, I mean, he's definitely up there because the dude doesn't strike out either.
And then with the addition of Devers last year.
Yeah. I mean, the Giants could be up there. It's just they also added Harrison Bader as well, so he's playing center field.
Dude, I saw that he was playing for Team Israel in the World Baseball Classic.
Is he
Did you see that?
no.
Yeah, Team Israel is like all white American dudes.
Interesting. Well, that's kinda cool.
Yeah, it's kinda weird.
Uh, but yeah, I mean, they did sign Adrian Hauser as well, who posted his best WAR at 2.3 last year. 2024, he had a negative -zero point 0.1. So that's another guy that we could watch out for. Uh, but they know they do have a pair of all-stars leading their rotation, Webb and Ray. So they're just gonna have to need Tyler Mao and Landon Roop to just stay healthy to see what
We're
they
still
can
talking
do.
about the Giants?
Yeah.
They have
Or
another
yeah,
starter
correct.
that I forgot to mention, Robbie what is his last name?
Robbie Ray.
Robbie Ray,
He's a
dude.
left-handed pitcher. Yeah, he's their number
He was
2.
on my fantasy team last year. He had a heck of a year, dude. Totally forgot to mention him. Let's check his stats out from last season. 11 and 8, 3.6 ERA.
Yeah. So that's another guy. Yep. But, with the Rise leading off, they got Devers, they got Willie Adams, Chapman, Young Ho Lee, Ramos, Harrison Bader, Eldridge, and Patrick Bailey. So yeah, they definitely can make a lot of noise in that division alone. But
Mhm.
it's just, we already know who's probably going to win that division. I think we all know who's probably going to go to the World Series.
Yep.
Yeah, just with the signing of Kyle Tucker as well, playing right field. It's hard not to say that the Dodgers are gonna go back to back to back.
Yeah, you'd like to see somebody put him in their place, but will it
Yeah.
happen?
I just had a dude comment on my last take that horrendous take basketball is the furthest thing from the ultimate team sport. I don't know, I feel like basketball, especially at the college level, is a very big, team sport.
Zach, you're not gonna believe me when I say this.
Huh.
I don't know if you just got the did you just get the MLB notification?
I
What
haven't
did I say? What did I say 10 minutes ago? I said, I'm willing to bet you that the Braves have another injury before the season even starts. I just got this notification just now on my iPhone. Young Braves hurler Waldrep to have sore elbow examined. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, dude? What are we,
Dude.
children? You have to go get your sore elbow examined? Oh my gosh. I guarantee it's an injury. It's probably some sort of torn ligament, and I guarantee he'll be out.
Yeah, that's damn, dude. You guys just can't catch a break year in and year out.
Dude, I don't know what this is. We'll talk about it here in a second.
God, dude. Uh, but yeah, going back into the Giants, we don't see this in the MLB level. You don't see a college manager coming up that hasn't coached at the professional level, coming in completely taking over a team.
This is the
But
guy from Tennessee,
this is
right?
the guy from Tennessee who took him to 3 World Series, one in 2024. Posey really liked Tony. He said he's a very hard worker. He's going to bring in that pedigree. It The biggest question is if Tony, can manage this team, but it could very well go two ways. It could be very good. It could be a genius move, or it could look very bad since you didn't bring in a guy that has, pro level coaching. But we'll see, man. I think it's going to make the Giants a lot more interesting. I think that it makes baseball in general way more interesting as well because we all know that baseball is a dying sport for a lot of people. It's trending down a little bit. While we did see a little bit of an uptake, but this makes baseball a little bit more fun to watch. Verlander
I
going back,
agree.
yeah, Verlander going back to the Tigers and bringing in Tony Vitello to
I
manage the
completely
Giants.
agree. I mean, nobody wants to watch a bunch of 70-year-olds manage teams anyways. Like,
Yeah,
bring in the young guy and let's see what he can do.
yeah. Buster Posey really, really likes him. I
Especially, I don't think it can be coaching at the college level, especially at the skill level he did, compared to major league coaching, it can't be that much different because he was coaching at the highest level of D1 baseball.
Yeah, he
Especially, he's
was.
got a lot of playoff coaching experience.
Yeah.
It can't be much different.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's yeah, I don't know. I wish I could like speak on that, but we've never played at the professional level, so I
Yeah,
don't know.
I don't know. I guess I'm just going with what my eyes see.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like it's that much different.
Yeah, I don't know. If you're listening in and you've played at the pro level, you'll have to let us know like how much of a difference is it coaching wise or managing wise from the college to
Yeah.
elite level. But yeah, I like the move by the Giants. It makes it fun. It makes it interesting. Like,
I
imagine if
will
they go
say,
out and beat the Dodgers. Like, if they win the
that'd be
division.
cool.
Like, is
I
Buster
will say
Posey a
the
genius?
Giants could easily become the most hated team in baseball, though. Because did you see how Vitello allowed his Tennessee players to act? Dude, he didn't have any leash on them. He'd let them pimp home runs. He'd let his pitchers cuss out batters.
Yeah,
He didn't put any sort of leash on them. He let them be cocky if they wanted to. If he brings this to the Giants organization and allows those players to behave that way, they could easily become the most hated team in
yeah.
baseball.
I don't know if, yeah, I don't know if it would be really exciting to watch, though. It would be incredible to watch. It'd be so much fun for us fans of baseball to sit here and watch players pimp out and kind of
Dude,
be all
bring it.
cocky. Like,
Seriously.
the ratings would skyrocket if that happened.
We need more bench clearings.
Yeah, we want more fights. Yeah, that would be really cool with if that were to ever happen. I don't know what the MLB has on rule like regulation, but dude, it's competitive sports. Like that's gonna happen. I don't know if you saw this or not, but did you see I think it was yesterday, there was a fight in a college basketball game?
No.
No, you didn't see it. I think it was
Punches thrown?
elbows were thrown.
Really?
Yeah. You'll have to go back and watch that. Oh, speaking of college, I know this is off topic of the Giants and stuff, which we'll get back to MLB here in a second. But the Seton Hall kid, did you see that?
Are we talking basketball here?
No, baseball. The college baseball Seton Hall kid
No.
hit a home run, was rounding the bases, rounding first, was cheering with his dugout, like he was like turned behind just to like, yeah, you know what I mean? And did a little jump, landed on his leg, and it snapped.
No way.
Yeah, you'll have to go
Dude,
back.
you'll have to send me this.
Yeah, the Twitter account that I follow send
I'm sure if I searched it on Twitter, I could instantly find the video.
if you just typed in, I think it was Seton Hall, just Seton Hall baseball. Maybe not. Hold on.
You're sure it was Seton Hall?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, here it is. It's trending. Seton Hall broken leg.
Yep. Yep.
Let's see.
This one is launched.
Yeah,
Deep
that's it.
left field. Aiden Dill has left the building, and he has given Seton Hall a 2-run lead, but he has gotten injured. Oh my goodness. If he cannot score, no.
It didn't show the injury.
My goodness.
Here goes.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
I said Aiden Dill, but it was Justin.
Dude, that was not even a big jump or
No.
anything. That was just like a typical skip.
Yeah.
Man, boy forgot to drink his milk.
Dude, that's what the comments are saying. Yeah. It was just like a little, yeah, like you said, like a little skip, and it just collapsed.
Golly, I'm surprised that he made it to the preseason training if it was that easy to snap.
Like, things just happen, I guess. It's
That
just
sounds like that represents all the Braves injuries last year.
yeah.
That's like pretty much how every Braves player was last year, just a fragile little glass doll, dude. They couldn't take a little flick or else they'd be on the injured list.
Yeah. Yep. The Twitter account that I really like is 11.7 college baseball. So if you want all college baseball stuff, that's a great website. And no, this podcast is not sponsored by that, nor do we own that account. Just what we like to see. Okay. So January 22nd, the Rangers signed Mackenzie Gore, a really, really good signing. Strong lefty. Posted a 10.43 K per 9, a 4.17, had a 2.9 WAR. He started off the season tremendous. I want to say his first start, he had 10 strikeouts or something like that. So they've got DeGrom, Evaldi, Gore, Leader, Rocker. They've got the pitching. I don't think they have the hitting. They traded Marcus Semien for Brandon Nimmo, so they're going to need a lot of guys to step up for them.
They don't have Jonah Heim anymore.
Where did he go?
To the Braves.
Okay.
And the Braves have him in his in their minor league organization, which I didn't know too much about him. I remembered him being like this stud of a switch hitting catcher.
Yeah.
I don't really know what happened to him. I don't know if he fell off or what.
Yeah. Besides, like, Nimmo can definitely produce homers, but besides, like, Corey Seager, I mean, the roster doesn't jump out to you.
That's crazy that they won the World Series 3 years ago.
We know that baseball is a lot of mechanics. It's just big mental game as well. So
Yeah,
who knows?
very impressive rotation though.
Yeah, very good. That one lefty, Mackenzie Gore, but I guess I do like Jake Berger. He can smash the ball sometimes.
Jake Berger.
I love
He
Jake
came
Berger.
from the Marlins, right?
Yes.
I didn't know he was with the Rangers.
Yeah, was he not with the Blue Jays last year?
Well, there's a Berger and then there's a Barger.
Addison Barger. Oh wait, Berger was with the Rangers last year, I'm pretty sure.
Was he? Okay.
I think so. But yeah, Addison Barger, he got traded, I think. He's on a different team now, too. Let me search this real quick. Maybe not. Maybe he's still with them. Could have sworn I saw him get traded. Either way, we'll see what the Rangers can do. It's kind of a tougher division as well. With the Astros, they're going to have Yordan Alvarez completely healthy. I know Isaac Paredes pushed 40 home runs last year, but a hamstring did cost him. You know who my favorite team probably going to be to watch this year is the A's. They were so much fun to watch, I think, last year.
Playing at that field they played at.
Yeah, with Nick Kurtz, Shane Langeliers, Brent Rooker, Swordstrom, Jacob Wilson, who I don't think ever
Dude,
struck
Jacob
out.
Wilson, he was freaking insane.
Yeah, he didn't strike
Dude
out
never
ever.
struck out.
Yeah.
No.
Jeff McNeil, who they got from the Mets, Lawrence Butler, Max Muncy, and Denzel Clark. Like, that's a roster.
Man, they have an impressive roster.
Yeah. And they're all young. Like, this is a young team.
It's just the pitching. They don't have
They
much pitching.
yeah, they really don't. But
And
I'm
can you
telling you,
imagine if
man.
you took that lineup, added some pitchers to it? That could easily be a playoff team right there.
Yeah. You take that lineup, that entire lineup, put it in Boston or Detroit, go ahead and sign them up for the World Series.
Did one of those 2 guys, Nick Kurtz or, Jacob Wilson, win Rookie of the Year for the American League last year? Who won AL Rookie of the Year?
I don't know. I have no idea. You'll have to look that one up. That was at that point to where football season was underway. My mind shifted.
Got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Nick Kurtz.
It was Nick Kurtz.
I thought it was one of them.
Yeah.
It would have had to have been either Jacob Wilson or, Nick Kurtz. It says so Kurtz finished 1st in Rookie of the Year voting, and then Jacob Wilson was 2nd, so
Okay. Yeah. So that's a fun one to do.
yeah, dude, the A's got a really impressive lineup. It's kind
Yeah.
of a shame that, that it'd go to waste like that.
They just don't have the pitching.
I would happily root on the A's, man, if the Braves got eliminated.
Dude, they're just so fun to watch.
They're likable.
Yeah, they're very likable. Like,
You
what
don't
is
have
there to
any
hate
guys
about the
that
A's?
hate. Yeah, you can't hate them, man. It's just a bunch of rookies who can rake.
Yeah, exactly. They've hit on the class.
Yeah.
The Mets literally went all in this year. If this is a team to be scared of in that division, this is the Mets. Like, this is the team. They signed Freddie Peralta from Milwaukee, 2.7 ERA, a 10.3 K per nine, a 3.6 WAR. His fastball ranges between 2,400 to 2,500 RPMs. He touches 99 to 100. I mean, the dude is a baller of a pitcher. He will definitely be their ace, let alone they got McLean in there, Holmes, Managa, Peterson, and Cody, whatever you want to say his name. I can't say his name.
Cody Singa.
Yeah, whatever his name is. I'm really bad at names sometimes. But yeah, man, like, this is a team. Like, yeah, they got rid of Pete Alonso, but look at all else who they added.
Yeah, I think they won the offseason for
Yeah,
sure.
I agree. Especially at the bats level.
They won the offseason with Freddie Peralta alone, dude.
Yeah.
They're gonna be a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, they definitely will be.
But the Mets are that team that they try to do what the Dodgers do, and they're just not successful like the Dodgers are. They spend all this money and they get all these elite tier players, and it just never pans out for them for whatever reason.
Yeah.
They're like the great value brand Dodgers,
Yeah.
and it just never works out for them,
I
dude.
like that take. That's a funny take. I mean, it's true though.
Yeah. And they haven't won the NL East in what has it been, like 10 years?
Oh, I couldn't tell you the last time that they won it.
Let's see the last time they won the NL East.
Yeah, it's definitely been a minute.
2015, it's been 11 years since they've won the division, dude. They spend all this money all the time, and it just never pans out for them.
Yeah, if this is the year to do it, like, this has got to be the year with this roster.
Yeah.
Here's who else they added: Bo Bichette, Jorge Polanco, Luis Roberts, Marcus Simeon, and Devin Williams. Talk about
It's kind
spending
of
money.
unfair.
That's just what baseball's come down to. You literally said that they were the generic version
Great
of
value.
a great value of the Dodgers. That's what the Dodgers did. They just spend money. And that's
I
what you
hate that
have
it's
to
come to
do,
this.
though.
We need salary caps.
If and a floor, like, you need a ceiling and a floor in the MLB if that's going to work. But we just don't see it.
Yeah, that is insanely unfair, dude. All the people they added this offseason.
Yeah,
It's going to be embarrassing if they don't win that division.
I agree. But I I'm putting money on the Braves to win the division this year.
They need to at least play second. They need to make the playoffs. If they don't make the
Yeah,
playoffs,
I agree
that's
with
gonna
that
be
one.
really embarrassing, man.
Yeah, I'm solely putting my money on the Braves to win the division this year, and it could be a hot take. I could care less. I know the Phillies will have something to say about that. I know the Mets will too, but there's something in me that says Atlanta is going to win the division and they are going to the World Series.
It's okay, Zach. You don't have to make me feel good about myself.
I've already put it in on FanDuel.
You must feel pretty confident.
I do.
What is your reasoning behind that with all the other impressive teams out there?
I just I think it comes down to the disappointment of last year. I think they're going to play with a bigger chip on their shoulder because of all the injuries that they had. But I think Acuna's probably going to win MVP this year. I think he's going to smash 50 homers. That could also be a hot take for some people. I like Olson. I like Riley. I like Ozzy. I love Harris at center. I think Baldwin can give you some pop as well at catcher position. There's just something about me that says the Braves are going to the World Series this year, and win the division.
Hey, man, I like your confidence. You just need to put on a Braves jersey.
Hell no. All right, so the Dodgers signed Kyle Tucker, which we talked about. There's really not much else to talk about there. We talked about how the Cubs signed Bregman on a 5-year, $175 million. Which, dude, they've got a lineup. I think they're gonna win the NL Central.
I do want to touch on that Kyle Tucker signing real
Yeah,
quick. I feel like that signing right there is kind of just one of those like FU signings to every other team. 240 million. I
yeah,
mean, Kyle Tucker, he's a good player, but he's not like an elite tier bat. You know, good, you got like good tier, you got great tier, and then you have elite tier.
yeah,
He's like kind of a great. Kyle
yeah.
Tucker's like a great
I
bat, but he's
agree.
not. So, like, giving him 240 million to come play the outfield for them is kind of just like one of those FU signings. Like, we have
Yeah,
the money, we're gonna sign him, even
yeah,
though he's not elite. They're giving him 240 million. I feel like that's just a slap in the face to every other team because they can do it.
yeah. I guess the bigger question. Well, we know that he doesn't fit into the Judge, the Cal Raleigh, the Alonzo category.
Yeah,
Acuna, yeah, you could put him up there. He definitely falls into that next tier, but there
which
was
is great.
which is awesome. Yeah, I mean, he's going to deliver a lot for that team. But this was a big conversation whenever the signing happened. Was is he better than Cody Bellinger, who signed with the Yankees? It's another guy that was in hot topic to receive a really, really massive deal. Who do you think's better, Tucker or Bellinger?
Bellinger.
You think Bellinger is?
I would almost put Bellinger. He's like flirting with the line of like that great slash elite tier. He's kinda,
Mhm.
like, flirting between those 2 tier levels really quick. I mean,
Yeah.
he's not a Judge or an Acuna, but I think Bellinger's a better bat than Kyle Tucker. I would rather have Bellinger.
You think so?
What about
Yeah.
you?
I think I would rather have Bellinger as well.
He's got a little bit more pop than Tucker.
Yeah, so Bellinger posted a 4.9 ERA or 4.9 WAR last year. He had his average was 272, hit 29 home runs, had 89 runs, 13 stolen bases. He struck out 13.7% of the time, which was his career best. So last season, he absolutely destroyed at the plate. Kyle Tucker, he posted a 4.5 WAR, which is right there with Bellinger. Bellinger's was a little better. Had 22 home runs, which is 7 less than Cody. Struck out 14.7% of the time, and he averaged a 266. So every single category,
They're
Bellinger's
kinda
better.
they're kinda, like, almost hand in hand, but Bellinger's just a little better.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, every category, it's Bellinger,
Both of
so
them have that playoff experience too.
yeah, correct. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, when I saw 240,000,000, I was like, "You gotta be kidding me, dude."
For Tucker? Like, really?
Like, Bellinger's contract was was a 150 or 140 or something like that? Didn't
I'm
we
not
ta
sure.
didn't we talk about that as well in here somewhere? Uh,
No, we haven't talked about his
we haven't
contract.
talked about his contract, but yeah, his I wanna say his was 1 in the 100s, and definitely not 240. That's the biggest signing that we've seen all offseason. And then Bregman's, which we talked about, was 175,000,000 as well. He was on a 5-year. He batted 3.5 WAR, 273 as well. But yeah, I think Cody Bellinger's better. I was talking to a Yankees fan on Xbox whenever we were playing the show. He also thinks Cody Bellinger is a better player, better hitter as well. But it's all preference.
Yeah, and
Yeah, I agree with you.
I like Bregman to the Cubs as well.
Yeah,
I liked the Cubs team last year. Again, it's one of those teams that you can't hate them. Like, there's really nobody on the team that you can hate. They're all pretty likable guys, and, they had a really good run last year.
they did.
So I think Bregman to the mix
Yeah.
is gonna be good for them.
Bush had 34 home runs. Suzuki had 32. Crow Armstrong posted a 5.4 WAR. You add Bregman in there. You add Ian Happ into the mix. Like, it's a dangerous team, man.
PCA, baby. Armstrong,
Yeah, I
he's a
know.
stud.
Dude has 99 speed. I can't wait for the new show, man. I'm so excited. It
Yeah, I'm looking
drops
forward to it as well. I just
less
wish I
than a
was
month.
better at it.
Yeah, I wish you were better too. Yeah. All right, let's get into the Braves because this is your team. You know best about the Braves. I've already given you my opinion on it and where I think they're going to go next season. Uh, Great rotation with Sale, Strider, Lopez. They've got some good hitters: Acuna, Profar, Olson, Albies, Riley. If healthy, do they win 88 plus games? Do they win the division? So let's get your take on that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't wanna say that I think they're gonna win the division because I really don't know.
Yeah,
With the Phillies and the Mets, like I said, the AL East and the NL East are the 2 toughest divisions in
agreed.
baseball, so we really are kinda unfortunate to be in that division,
Yeah.
but I don't know if we're gonna be able to stay healthy. I
Mhm.
don't think it's, like, just a coincidence, all the injuries we had last year. I mean, have you ever seen anything like that before in baseball?
Not that I can think of. Now, granted, this is my probably 4th year really heavy into baseball because I was all football guy.
Yeah.
So, from my acknowledgement, no, you guys were absolutely slammed with injuries.
And I've only been watching baseball heavily really since, like, 2018,
Yeah,
since, like, Acuna was a rookie, so, like, 7, 8 years, I haven't been
right.
watching baseball my entire life either, but in those 8 years I've been watching, I've never seen a team suffer the injuries that the Braves did last season.
Yeah.
It was almost like they were cursed,
Mhm.
and, it gets to a point where you're like, "What happened?" Like, were the trainers doing something wrong last year? Like, does there need to be an investigation into these
Yeah.
trainers that they had on the team last year? Or or are these guys just, like, the biggest pansies in the world? Because I mean,
Yeah.
even before last year, dude, when Max Fried was still on the team, I can't tell you how many times he would go on the IL for, like, a finger blister or, like,
Mm.
some baby little injury like that.
Yeah.
And if you took the pros from, like, the '90s or, like, early 2000s era, and you told like if you were on a team and you told your teammates like, "Guys, I don't think I'm gonna pitch today because I got a blister on my finger." They'd probably make fun of you. Am I allowed to cuss?
Yeah.
They'd probably make fun of you and call you a pussy.
Yeah.
So, like, you got
Probably.
freed missing playoff games for, like, finger blisters, and then, like, 2 years ago, you got Sale missing the wild card, like, Sale hadn't missed a game all season 2 seasons ago, and then he, like, sits out on the wild card series when the Braves somehow miraculously made the playoffs 2 years ago,
Yeah.
and then Sale sits out on that wild card start against the Padres because of back spasms. Are
Hmm.
you kidding me, dude? Like,
Yeah.
you haven't missed a game all season, and then you're gonna ride the bench in the playoffs because you're having back spasms? Come on, be a man.
Well,
So, like, for me, dude, I'm sorry I'm ranting here for a little bit.
it's all right.
Do the trainers need to get investigated?
Yeah.
Does the strength and conditioning coach, do they need to replace him? Or do the players need to, like, not be such babies? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Or, the other question is, do the players need more time to recover? Like, are they spending too much time at practice doing in-game reps, doing a lot of cage hitting, pitchers throwing too much? You know what I mean? Like, do they need more recovery time?
Yeah, that could be it as well. Um, maybe the Braves signed a new manager this year. We got rid of Brian Snitker finally. He needed to go so bad, man. And I was
Yeah.
hoping that they'd replace him with a younger guy, get some youth in the clubhouse.
Yeah.
And they signed Walt Weiss instead, which,
Mm.
he could be great for all I know. I don't know much about him. I was just
Yeah.
hoping to get Skip Schumacher. He was one of the guys that
He
the
was a
Braves were.
Yep. He was a big name.
That would have been sick to see Skip Schumacher get some youth in there at the management position, but we'll see what Walt Weiss does. I mean, for all I know, he could be way better than Brian Snitker.
Yeah.
But yeah, who knows what the issue was, man? I was kind of just going off on a rant there and speculating. Who really knows what the issue was last season? But whatever it was, it can happen again this year, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
Seems like it's already happening, and the season hasn't even started.
I
So
mean,
you got Schellenbach, who's going to be out for the first 2 months of the season.
yeah.
You got Ha-Sung Kim. Do you remember what happened to him?
I want to say it was he broke something in his wrist or his hand.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
So you got your guy who was supposed to be your guy at shortstop,
Yep.
and now he's gone. Now we're without a shortstop again.
Yeah.
And now this news, like literally 20 minutes ago, about Hurston Waldrep having some wrist inflammation or like elbow inflammation.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
kinda
know.
crazy that it just popped up whenever we were talking about the Braves have all these injuries.
Yep. Waldrep to have sore elbow examined. Says he's going to have some scans done to see if there's any tears or anything, like with the UCL. So
Mm,
I wouldn't be surprised if he's out with like a torn UCL, man.
yeah,
So yeah, dude, I would love to tell you that the Braves could win the division this year, but truly I don't know, and
yeah,
that's Cubs fan. We'll see.
yeah. I don't know, man. It'll be interesting to see, it's especially with the Phillies and the Mets obviously up there as well, but something about the Braves this year, I just feel it. I think they're just gonna play with that chip on their shoulder. I think Acuna is going to have his best season ever. I think
You think so?
I do, yeah. I really do. He's due. He's due for a big bounce back year.
Hey, I mean, when he won MVP in 23, that was coming off the ACL injury.
There you go. See, all signs point to Acuna.
Maybe another 2026 Acuna MVP run. Who knows?
Maybe. Yeah.
And then Austin Riley, dude. I
Yeah.
follow like Braves accounts on Instagram. He's growing. He's got his beard growing, and he's got a flow. So he's
Hell
rocking with
yeah.
the new. Got a little flow and a beard going. It could work, man. It could get him out
It
of the
could.
slump.
It could. It really could. I know
But
the
yeah,
Cardinals are not gonna win their division,
yeah.
but what were you about to say before I said that?
I was just ranting. I hope they do it, man, but you gotta stay healthy.
Yep,
That's
that's
when you play 162 games in a season, you gotta stay healthy.
yeah.
Somehow other teams are able to do it. You can't use that as an excuse, not getting enough rest or whatever, because other teams do it.
Yeah, next man up mentality.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm really excited to see JJ Weatherholt get his first taste of the big show. He was AAA Player of the Year last year, played some AA over in Springfield, and big West Virginia, over at West Virginia. So I got to watch him on ESPN Plus a lot. Got to see him in person, which was really cool. So I'm super stoked to see JJ Weatherholt come out and play second or short wherever he'll probably play second because we'll have Mason win over there at short. But with us releasing Donovan, I think it's really, really going to put JJ in that starting position. So I cannot wait for the season to start.
JJ Weatherholt had a pretty good 99 card on the show.
He did. I actually use him as my starting. I have a leadoff hitter. Yeah,
Do
he's
you?
got a new one. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Okay, let's get into this is the last thing that we'll cover today. I'm going to give you 3 guys that I think are going to hit 30 home runs, put them all in one slip. Ronald Acuna, who I'll probably end up bumping to 40 and 50 and just laddering him. But this is all just for 30 home runs in one slip. He's plus 104. Jose Ramirez plus 142. And Cody Bellinger at plus 255. Those 3 guys I'm putting at 30 home runs. And then I'm also laddering that all 3 guys to hit 40 home runs as well. So taking a long shot on the 40, but I do like these 3 guys to hit 30 home runs next year. I think these 3 guys are a lock.
I think those are 3 good picks.
Yeah.
You'd like to think they would all at least get 30.
Yeah, at least 30. But yeah, those are the
Yeah,
3 guys.
I think the only one would be Bellinger.
Yeah.
What did he hit? You said he hit 27?
27? Yeah,
Okay. But yeah, J-Ram and Acuna, you can count on them to get 30,
for
and you
sure.
hope Bellinger does.
Just need these 3 guys to stay healthy so they can play every game.
Yeah. That's an interesting little bet. I like it.
Yeah. I don't know what the odds are on that because I didn't put it into one slip. I actually added more guys to it, but I'll get to that later. But yeah, dude, Ryan, I appreciate you, man, being on the show, dude. It's been fun. We're both excited for MLB. We literally cannot wait.
I'm excited, man. Thanks for having me. We'll have to do it again.
I know, I know. I'm about to go watch some college baseball, trying to figure out who's
Okay.
on.
Yeah, that Seton Hall injury, that was crazy, dude. I'm gonna have to send that.
Disgusting.
I know.
Have you been keeping up with the Olympics at all?
No, I haven't.
Uh, there's I think the US are playing right now in hockey. They're
I have not
playing.
keeping up. I've been doing my own Olympics, trying to learn to snowboard.
You're snowboarding now?
Dude, you need to take it up, Zach.
Wait, where are you Oh wait, I saw that you were with Devin.
Well, we went to Colorado
Yeah,
and snowboarded there like a month ago, and then I went and saw Devin out in St. Louis
yeah.
last weekend because there's a little mountain there that he works at.
Sick.
So he was able to get me in there and did a little snowboarding there. But dude, it is so much fun.
Yeah.
Snowboarding is as golf. It's addicting.
Dude, I've always wanted to snowboard.
You could learn in a day, bro. 2 days max.
Yeah. Is it like skateboarding?
Yes.
Okay, because
That's why I learned so
suck
fast
at
because I used to
skateboarding.
skate.
Okay. Yeah, I remember you
Yeah.
telling me that a long time ago. But I suck at skateboarding, so I might be fucked.
Maybe. Who knows? I think you'd love it though once you got the hang of it.
Yeah,
It's addicting, bro, and we need to golf this summer too,
I know. We gotta go golfing. I was telling Sammy about it. We gotta get in there and golf a little bit.
for sure.
But I gotta get a driver. I don't have a driver yet.
What have you been driving with?
What's the next one under?
A 3-wood?
A 3 wood. Yeah.
You can make it happen with that.
Or wait, I'm sorry. I don't have a 3 wood. What's the one under that? A
Like a
5?
hybrid? Like a 5 iron or a 4 iron
Uh,
hybrid?
I think I have a 4 iron. I've been using that.
I'm gonna get this man a driver.
Well, every time I go golf with people, they're all right-handed, so I can't
Uh,
use their drivers. So I've been using
yeah,
the 4.
we'll play together this summer for sure.
Yeah. I'll go to Play It Again Sports and get me a cheap driver
There you go.
or a 3 wood, whatever. I also gotta get a case. My clubs are just sitting in the closet all spread out somewhere.
So what's your do you got social media set up for your podcast?
Yeah.
I need to follow your channels. What is it?
ZmoSports.
ZmoSports.
Yep. So I got it on TikTok and YouTube. So everyone listening, feel free to comment, drop a like, subscribe. I'm gonna try to grow this channel out, man. It's fun.
Are you on Instagram?
No, I just use my personal to promote my own
Okay,
stuff. But yeah.
I got you.
But yeah, Ryan, it's been great, man. I appreciate you being on the show.
All right, Zach. Well, thanks for having me, brother.
Of
I
course,
will
of
see you.
course. Yep, yep.